This is the start of the 2019 Great North Run. It's the 39th edition of the race, and once again, it's brought people to the northeast of England in their tens of thousands. There is an estimated 57,000 runners taking part in the race from Newcastle city centre to the coast on South Shields.
There's always this sense that you have not achieved what you should have achieved in the northeast if you've never done a Great North Run.
Entrances down into the race on either side of the bridge.
We will be celebrating the very soul of the northeast.
It's their run. It's their expression of pride in where they come from.
It was a bit of a personal challenge. It was a sense of, this is not the sort of thing I do.
There have been over 1 million people who have run in the Great North Run, but there are about 10 million stories about people running in the Great North Run.
The mass gathering, that's what does it for me. And I think this, for me, goes back to working in the shipyards.
There are two things happening. Great North Run was going up, but industry was going down at the same time. So the northeast has been kicked in the nuts regularly.
300 years of industrial and urban living, and then suddenly there was an attack on all those traditions that were happening.
We were always told that there would be 100 years of mining in South Shields. There was 100 million tonnes of reserves underground when the colliery was actually closed. So, you know, it's logical that there's a political reason why all this was done.
This union will go back. It will go back with their heads held high.
The unions were strong, and they provided a voice for working class people. They wanted to get rid of the heavy industry because they represented power, the power of the unions. The demise of the heavy industry was unwittingly a real plus for the run, because people hung on to that.
At least the Great North Run came along and was one day a year, this massive community happening that obviously gave everybody a lift.
It's been a good day all round, and the public have enjoyed it, and the sun's coming out now, and we're at the beach. It's great.
It's not how far you fall, they say. It's how far you bounce back again. Our Great North workers couldn't change that wind, but they could trim their sails and make their way to newfound shores, and with them, fresh Great North success. A Great North Run down to the sea that showed a welcome to the world.
There's a kind of an iconic vibration to the word North. We see it in lots of literature, the sense of the North, the sense of something beyond the fringe, the sense of something very special, maybe a little bit further away than we expect to go. But then you go to the North and you find that there's something very strong, very powerful.
You feel something about the musculature of these islands. The trees are bigger. The spaces between hills are greater. You know, vigorous weather and open hearts.
Well, I'm a Geordie, and I work hard, and I'm proud. I'm proud of where I come from.
If people ask me where I'm from, I say I'm from the northeast. I don't say I'm English. I don't say I'm British. I'm from the northeast. That's where I'm from. That's my identity.
It must come from being at the top of the country and being miles away from Westminster, and you're not Scottish.
Not quite.
Please don't
Scottish.
call us Scottish. So in some ways you're kind of forgotten about, and that suits us fine.
We're the most resilient region in the country, through being ignored by politicians down south, and we still come out looking sexy.
The biggest thing I think the Great North Run brings is a sense of community, a sense of community pride, of being a part of something bigger, but also for yourself of knowing, even in these dark times of COVID and a pandemic, that you're not alone out there. That sense of community is huge.
It's about the identity of the Northeast. It's also about being able to run for something you believe in.
To be breathing with other people, to have your heart in sync with other people's heartbeats. That's absolutely huge. Be part of something that is bigger than yourself.
Yes, it's about sport, it's about health, if you like, but it is something that is done together to make our region better, and that's really powerful.
It's because of how much love and care and pride there's in the region.
It is moving beyond words. It's a profound experience.
The run itself is like a song, it's like a poem, it's like a story, and it's just filled with this great energy.
It really is a fabulous film, and two of its stars are with me now. Bob Hepburn and Ron Snaith, who met at Clelland Shipyard, I believe, and encouraged each other to take part in the very first Great North Run. Who was it who was persuading who, Bob?
It was another lad in the yard had approached me and asked if I wanted to do something called the Great North Run. What's the Great North Run, I asked. He says it's this run from Newcastle to South Shields. So we all got the entry forms, filled the entry forms in, and got our numbers and done the first run.
And Ron, you were part of that first run as well, and you're part of the All Runners Club, which means you've completed every Great North Run. That is some feat. Only 89 of you, Ron. Amazing. Tell us what the first race was like.
It was quite easy at that time because me and Bob were always fit, running, cycling, doing all the strength exercises, whatever.
It's got harder, has it?
So it was quite easy. It was my fastest time.
What was it, your fastest time?
1:45.
1:45. And today, I hate to say this to you, Bob and Ron, but everybody's saying it's hilly. It's hilly, yeah. So it's
hilly today.
Yeah, it might feel a little bit harder. You're going to be going out in one of the later waves, aren't you?
Yeah.
Brendan, you know, these guys, the 89, the All Runners Club, it's an incredible thing.
These two haven't done it, they've only done 39, they've got one to do today. So
we haven't done it yet.
They just said to me, the first time we've been late for the start of the Great North Run.
I know, I think they wanted itching to get off. They said, I said, what time are you going off? He said 9:45. I said, you've missed it. And Bob, you know, when you're out there and the crowds, the film really kind of represents that, doesn't it? It shows how important the crowds are out there, the music, and people coming out and offering snacks.
That's the best part about it. That's why we do it. We get the buzz, the atmosphere. There's just nothing else like it. Everybody taking part. It's it's for the masses, you know.
And of course, this 1 year, of course, is just a new route, one time only, and then hopefully back down there, running along the the seaside. Yeah,
you're familiar, lads, so all the family are missing out today.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll be watching you right now on telly, and you two have been on telly already. You're in the film as well. You're in the cinemas.
Yeah.
It's a great film, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Well, guys, best of luck. Go and run your hearts out. Have a wonderful time out there on the course today. Enjoy it, and well done for your contribution over the years. I'm sure Brendan agrees. Without you guys, without these guys, it doesn't happen, does it?
Come on, lads, go and get running.
It is about the masses, of course. It's about those who go out there for their own personal reasons. They might want to get fit. They might want to raise money for charity. But